Alrighty, folks, thank you very much for your patience. Welcome to the stream. We are Epic Gaming, a card store and venue space here in Portland, Oregon. We host tournaments throughout the week for a variety of different tabletop games. Tonight is our usual Wednesday night Magic the Gathering Arena stream. If you're interested in playing against us on stream, just speak up in chat and we will get you added in so you can play some games. Without further delay, we're going to hop right in and start playing some games. We got cast some red or white spells, we get attack of creatures. Well, I have just a deck that does exactly that. It's got red spells, and it likes to attack. We're going to hop right in and start doing some ranked ladder. The other day, one of our coworkers, Brian, he's been diligently working through and testing new decks for this post-ban standard that we are in. 2-drop into 3-drop, potential shenanigans here, and we have removal. I'll keep it. No 1-drop, but we can keep it. Opponent's playing Yorion. Not too worried. They'll be somewhat slower. But yeah, one of our coworkers, Brian, has been diligently working from home, brewing up some new decks for this new post-ban standard. So might be trying out some of those decks in the later half of the stream. I'll play a 3-3. Let's see. Elementals. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. So let's go to combat. No. Not going to combat. We're just going to hit our opponent. Bip, bip. And next turn we can we can mutate this 4/4 onto our Zertra, making it a 5/5 with trample and everything else. We definitely have the chance to blow up this Risen Reef, and I decided that it might be just a little bit better. Just crash and hit our opponent in the face, hoping to apply enough pressure to kind of keep them off of anything they're trying to do. Okay, so we have 4 mana, meaning we can play a Paradise Druid or a Bone Crusher or a Domri's Ambush. Like we have 3 2-drops we could cast. So the question is, how do we want to cast them, and what's the best way of doing so? I'm thinking what I want to do here, I want to make this a 4/4, make our Hexproof creature a 4/4, and get rid of this Risen Reef. Unfortunately, it means that no matter what we do afterwards, we're only playing the Paradise Druid. But no matter what, we're only going to be able to cast the one. Okay, he's putting the spell on top. I don't want to get that spell next turn, so I'll put it on bottom. That's fine, though, so we still get the crash in for 6 here. I use the Paradise Druid second main phase and hope our opponent doesn't have any sort of craziness on their turn. Sure. Scryland, nothing else. Well, Scryland. So our opponent playing Temur Elementals with just a Yorion. Okay. That's a very fair deck. I take back what I previously said. There's nothing fair about this deck. They're running Hydroid Krasis. Alright. Land for turn here. We can make this a 5/5 by mutating this onto it. Yeah, we're going to mutate. Ooh, hold up, cancel. 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to mutate. Mutate, here it is. And we're going to mutate onto this bad boy, giving him trample, making it a 4/4, which makes it a 5/5. Now we got a combat. Crash in with the both of them. And we'll see where the chips fall. Okay. Okay. I'll go ahead and play this Pellet Collector second main phase. And hopefully our opponent doesn't have a board wipe. No blocks, take the damage. Looks like they have a Thunderous Wrath on Ugin. Exile the board. You got it. Well, Embercleave isn't going to do it, but we can play Bone Crusher, force the Ugin to hit there.
I will destroy if I must.
And that's game. That was rough. That was rough. Fibblethip. Such a cute little homunculus. Alright. Castle Embereth will always enter tapped with this hand. I definitely want a red source on turn 2. So we can put the Embereth on 1, Forest on 2, gives us Zertrod Druid. Forest on 3 lets us play Skews and eat something. Or we can play the Embereth on 3, play the Skews, so that we have 4 untapped lands on 4 for Questing Beast. So I think we can keep this. We don't have a 1-drop we need to cast. We don't have a 3-drop we need to cast. And our opponent is playing aggro, so Questing Beast can be helpful. Ooh, Stomping Ground. We don't need to play the Stomping Ground, though. So we play this Castle Embereth tapped. Now our other Castle Embereths aren't going to be untapped. Okay, yeah. Leading with the Stomping Ground tapped would have been correct. We'll still be fine. At least I'm gonna hope that we'll be fine. Get a 3/3 in play. They get their trigger. And we'll... This is first strike. This does not. So we'll block the thing that doesn't have first strike in case they have a buff. Or they want to use my own Bone Crusher. Guarantee the trade. That's fine. We'll just take the 1. Every part of this match is trying to alleviate the bleeding as best as possible. Play this next Forest. Don't do that. Add red, add green. Play Scavenging Ooze. Activate Scavenging Ooze. Eat their Robber. Don't have shock in response. Awesome. Gain a life. Put a counter on this bad boy. Excellent. Now we have a 3/3 blocker again. We gained a life, which is going to be relevant. These guys are going to give each other a buff. The question is, how many... Well, this is my card, but... So they can't cast this... So they have 3 cards in their hand. Do they have a buff to kill my Scavenging Ooze? And is it worth it? Yeah, because next turn we have... no, we'll do I force the card out of hand and lose my Scavenging Ooze? Do I want to keep it around so I can continue eating graveyards? I want to keep it around to continue eating... Yeah, we're at 16. We still have a little bit of a life total to leverage, and I'm going to use that. Now we need to be more cautious with our life total. There's our Bone Crusher. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to put this tap Castle Embereth. I'm going to kill off this bad boy, and we're going to just going to pass. End turn. Since our opponent does something, we'll eat something out of we'll eat the Fervent Knight out of the graveyard, and yes, I like to do the thing. Nom nom. Make this a 5/5. Attacking 2 creatures, and they have 4 mana up. So Rimrock Knight's like, yeah, we'll block there. They have the okay, that's 1 Infuriate. You need another one. It's a 5/5. And you're shooting it. Okay. That's 2 cards out of hand. But it does kill the Scoos as opposed to leaving it around. So we play this tap land, and then we play a Questing Beast and attack for 4. Get the damage in while we can. Another champion. We're just going to go ahead, block the champion. If they have another piece of removal, they have another piece of removal. And we are not now in the danger zone. They only have 1 card from hand, though. Bone Crusher. Okay, that's game. Oh, boy. Yeah, mono red does the thing. If you stumble at any point, they will. They swing their fists as fast as they can, as wildly as they can, and it doesn't matter if their swings are intelligent. It just matters that they're swinging every turn, because their punches will. If their punches connect, it will hurt and you will lose. No green sources means we can't keep this hand. If we had a single green source, this hand would be fantastic. Alright, we have a single green source. This hand's fantastic. We're going to get rid of the Bone Crusher? Yeah, the Bone Crusher. So we have 1 drop, we have a pair of 2 drops, and we have this 4-drop we want to ramp into. More mono red. Oh, they're running specifically Orbosh. Okay, this is going to be a bit of a challenge. Because in the odds-only version of the deck, it's a lot more 1 cost and things like that. So they hit the ground much sooner, much faster, and generally with a lot more impact. So we're gonna put the Paradise Druid now, because Zertrog can give us the 3rd trigger on Pelt Collector that we're looking for, and then beyond that, it sets us up to be able to play our Questing Beast next turn. 2/2's good. Now lets us block these things. And they're not attacking, which is even better. This is a 5/3, which is very unfortunate for us. Yeah, best to just play the Questing Beast. Issue is if we swing the Questing Beast, they can block with Annex, and then they get 2/1/1 tokens, but this becomes a 4/4 at that point. So yeah, I'll swing a Questing Beast. If they want to trade, if they want to use the 5/3 to trade, that's awesome for us. Maybe not awesome, but it's not bad for us. Or it's not one of the worst things that could happen. There we go. All right, now they have their Urbosh back to their hand. Scorch Spitter. Yeah, they've built too wide of a board. We are very much in not the position we want to be in. They get to next turn swing in and kill us. Scry. We don't need a land anymore. So the question is, are we playing a 1-drop and a 2-drop, or are we just casting the 4-drop? I think the answer is we want to put the 4-drop, because it comes through for damage. Leaving the 4/4 back for blocking. Now they play the Urbosh. Now everything, all this damage is doubled. So we're gonna take two automatically, putting us to 15. We can't block this. Only have 1, 2, 3, 4. Just attacking with the 1. Okay. We just take it. Oh, they didn't play the Urbosh either. Okay. Ah, they're just looking for the last stage trigger. Okay. They're playing this much slower than they need to. They're setting up for the power turn. Thankfully, they still can't block my questing beast, so I can crash in with this bad boy. Get another chunk of damage in. And now, we can play a Pelt Collector and a Zertra Goblin. Allows us to kind of match their board and go just be a little bit bigger than their board. Unfortunately, if our opponent casts the Urbosh, they will have just the number advantage because all their creatures will do double damage. And that was actually unnecessary for the on the 2 damage here, because all these creatures would already trade. So we want to. So we're at 14, so we need to avoid dying. All right, we will trade here. We will trade here. We will trade here. And then we will jump here. So all our guys die, unfortunately. And then we take 4. So what if we leave this up and we take 8? Sure. Oh, this is a even cost permanent. Right. Okay. Well, we can't kill our opponent, but we can clear up the board a bit. Adventure, and we want to kill. Perfect Champion. Cat has first strike and is also just a pain, and then we'll put a Bone Crusher. Then we'll attack with a Questing Beast, because if they block with Urbosh, Urbosh goes away. And if they don't, it has Vigilance. Okay. Cast their own Bone Crusher. They can also activate Castle Embereth here, which is scary. We're at 8. This doubles. Yeah. So don't have to worry about this, actually. Just worry about this thing. So we block like that. Taking 2. Maybe more. Okay. Sure. So Scavenging Ooze. Lets us eat 1 thing from a grave. Bone Crusher's unfortunate here. Yeah, we'll go to combat. They have to block. And this says Trample. And this says Death Touch. So they're guaranteed to lose one of these things. I play a Scavenging Ooze. Okay. Take 4. I still have an Urbosh. These things. This can't block because it's tapped. With the block the Urbosh and we die here. Yeah. Okay. Yep, we're dead. Yeah, so, that should have been just attack with the... I needed to only attack with Bone Crusher. Not Bone Crusher, with just the Questing Beast, and they block with Bone Crusher. Okay, we'll activate. Yes, and we're going to get rid of this Annex just because I don't like it. Yeah, 5, 6, 7 mana. It costs 3, 4 mana, so they can only activate this once. Heal, go to 6. Then we block here. Sure. Don't know why you had to think so long for that one. You had lethal. Really? No, that's just BM. Alright, well, let's start looking at these other decks then. So what are we missing? We're missing 4 Arc Lights. Do we have the wild cards for it? Yes, but I don't quite want to burn through all of our wild cards. So we're going to get rid of these finales. We'll craft this. Where's my craft? Stormwind Entity. There we go. Turn crafting off. So we need arc lights. And there isn't a good replacement for arc lights. And craft the 4th one. So we're just going to pop these. And boom. There's that. Get rid of this. Now I just need 2. So the card we cut was the finale of Red, which was cast 2 spells from your hand or grave or something like that. So Opt, Shock, See the Truth, Blitz, Thunder. Okay, Cathartic, Throw a Possibility, Electromancer, Sprite, Stormwind, bunch of good stuff. Just need something else. See Truth costs 2, so we just need a way of buffing this guy. We'll just throw him in. Yes. What card is not... Oh, sideboard, I see. So we'll go ahead, we'll just cut those cards temporarily. And then we'll try this out in the unranked. Unranked for a bit. Try it out unranked for a couple games. Get used to the feel of it. Izzet Phoenix is pretty straightforward. You draw until you have the cards you need, and then you cast the cards you need. And that doesn't make any sense when you say it that way, but it makes sense when you play it that way. All right, folks. We are almost done with all of our quests for the day. We're going to keep playing this this pile we've cobbled together. Try and shore up our ability to play a little bit, kind of figure out some of the lines. I'm used to Is It Drakes, where it was Enigma Drake and Is It Drake as your primary creatures for winning and pushing damage. So the Is It Phoenix isn't so much the style of deck I'm quite used to yet. But it is absolutely a fantastic deck. Alright, so we've got turn 1 tap land, activate our Castle Vantress. We've got some Cathartic Runes, just kind of drop through the deck. And we'll try it. And Electromancer to make these a lot easier to cast. Alright, we're playing against aggro, so that's going to be real fun. Ah, so it's Mardu Knights, a little bit slower than aggro. It's fine by us. With Electromancer in play, just so we can maybe cast a lot, so we can kind of start setting up some of these good spells in hand we can potentially combo cast next turn. I like the art. That's a beautiful sleeve. I like it. All right. Alright, we've got some Fervent Knights, we got a Worthy Knight. So we're taking another 4 here, it looks like. As Electromancer doesn't do anything, and this land... Yeah, we don't need the land. We're looking for more things. Alright, there's an Opt. No, we already demanded to cast a Stormwing Entity, which is great. Scry 2. We don't want any lands. Do we want a land? No, we don't want a land next turn. We have the we have the ability to cast better stuff. We're holding that back. Now like the Stormwind, we can Stormwing, we can potentially block some of these things a little bit better. The hope is we draw into an Arclight Phoenix, so we can ditch the Arclight Phoenix and find some other good stuff. However, I think we're just dead. Our opponent has a big wide board and we can't get over top. We can't really deal with it. Like we can block the tokens and take 3, 6, 9, 12. Go to 2, and then pray we counter strike for lethal. Yeah, we're pretty much just dead here. Yeah, this deck doesn't have the actual means of fighting for the board. Get that out of here. Land, and now we can either blitz something and play that, or just play another Stormwing. Not that that'll help too much, because we're just dead. Let's see. Yeah, we can keep this. All right. I'm gonna hold on to this opt for later. So yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and play a tap land. We'll play the Dorat. We'll play our 2/2. We'll play this on next turn and start our beat down. Land, and then we have a plethora of good stuff. No creatures in the graveyard for them to eat yet, which is great. So we can, our shock will actually land on the scavenging ooze. Now there's a card in the graveyard. Gosh dang it. And they can eat it. Hopefully they do it while we're tapped. Okay. Now here's the hard part. We have to do it when we have to leave this shock open at all times, pretty much. So we're going to see the truth now. Find a card for next turn. Pass. We're going to hold everything up. I think we're going to see the truth. Throw the possibility. Exactly what we're looking for. So now we have it for Arclight. And we just pass. And turn. They activate. We shock. Unfortunately, with land, we don't quite have enough. If we throw a possibility to, well, we would need to see another 1-drop that we can cast off of it. So we can dig again, see the truth, see what we can see if we can find something we can actually use for next turn. These all going bottom. So we add the Arclight to hand. We don't have a way of discarding it. If we add the Cathartic, we can get rid of the Arclight, and then we'll have not enough to do things. So we just grab the shock. Then we just end. And then our turn, we throw a possibility, get rid of the Arclight Phoenix, and then we cast a shock and an opt to guarantee our Arclight coming in play that turn. And then hopefully we draw on our turn something else that we can use. Yep, that is a 6/6 that's going to have haste. That's scary. And they'll have a 6/6. Yeah, we are dead. We hung 2 mana for pretty much no reason there. Yeah, play tap land, see what's on top. Definitely don't want that. Throw a possibility, get rid of the Arclight. Find some more cards. Shock our opponents. Opt. Trigger. Yeah, I'm not seeing the lines of this deck quite yet. I'm not sure what I'm missing. Maybe it's the hands I'm keeping. Maybe it's both. Probably a variety of things. So I'm just not seeing the power. Now, this hand is like super controlling on the board, which is not what we need. Or maybe it is. We'll keep it. Very slow and grindy hand. Do you want do you want the cathartic reunion? Do you want the cathartic reunion? We'll fine. No, we only have the one draw card, so we'll leave it on top. Alright, Temple. What else is on top? Land. Yep, I'll definitely keep that on top. Always pass. Hope our opponent doesn't have anything too crazy to play. Ah, Stone Coil. Can't do anything about that. Okay, well, play our land. So we can shock Blitz to kill exactly. If not, we can just thrill afterwards. So yeah, we'll wait. We also just shock. Ah. Put a counter on each creature. That's still fine. On target creature control. Okay. Yep. Am I double shocking? Yeah, why not? We're just going to double shock. It juices up this bad boy. Oh, now he gets a 2-2 because it has a counter on it. He always gets the 2-2 because of the counter. But I could have shocked it before this resolved to keep them from doing that. Okay. Well, certainly unfortunate. Now we'll play the Arcanist. We'll just pass. Thankfully, this is now at a shock range, so as we begin casting everything else, it'll get better. Yep. Attacking. Don't want to block. I don't have anything to do in response in case they have a trick, so let's take the 5. Hey, I was right. They have a trick. I'm going to put it here. Make it 4, make it 8. 10 damage coming in. Oh boy. Let's try and find something. That's definitely not it. Our op isn't bad. Stormwind Entity is pretty good for us. We can opt. That still won't be enough. This basically runs it in Graveyard. So using Dread Horde to cast something from the grave won't actually help us. So we'll throw. Oh, right. It's a mana issue. Let's opt. No. Stormwing. Get this out of here. Leave that on top for next turn. We're not attacking. We'll leave this Arcanist back. We'll block the Lieutenant. Although we'll probably just be dead to that. And then on our turn, we can try and combo cast and win. Ah, Kenrith. That's somewhat terrifying. Oh, so unfortunately we don't actually have the damage to make that work. Oh. Well. Yep. Only does that. Yeah. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. Beyond just... It feels like my opponent is playing Magic, and I am trying to make the deck... feels like my opponent is playing Magic, and I am not playing Magic. Or rather, like, my opponent is playing Magic and doing their game plan, and I'm trying to match what they're doing, which is not what this deck should be trying to do. And I don't know how to make it not do that. Ah, so our opponent was playing green-white enchantments. Let's find something useful, shall we? That's not useful in the slightest. You'll be helpful, maybe? You're still useless, but yeah. I'll take a Scry over playing a 2-drop that does nothing. I will keep that on top. That could actually win a game. Now let's kill their 3/6, shall we? Oh, right. They made a 2/2 lifelinker. Great. Okay, well. Now we're SOL. Eventually we'll get a hand that either does something or doesn't fizzle out. This hand does nothing. Like, we can't cast Stormwind early. We can't use See the Truth effectively, and these cards don't do anything without Phoenix. Too many 1-drops. Too many shocks that do borderline nothing. No blue source for See the Truth. I'm gonna use Mulligan to See the Truth, I guess. Dreadhorde doesn't do anything. We're keeping it because we going 9 to 5 is just suicide. We're doing our best impersonation of Mono Red. We're gonna lose to a Soul Mender. We're gonna lose the Mono White lifelink. Life gain. It's gonna be Soul Mender into like Daxos, into Heliod, into the Lissa Queen. If you gain 3 more life, create a 2/3. Sure. I don't care. We're killing it before they do something stupid with it. Oh, wonderful. That's fine. We'll play our tap land. We'll attack. We'll kill their token. Yes. Yes. Hit our opponent. End turn. On our opponent's turn, we'll thrill, getting rid of a Cathartic or something like that. Oh, wonderful. I'll set our opponent for now. We can use this to blow up a creature if they play one, or just use Shock to kill off something small. We'll wait until they do something. If not, we'll split the 2 mana and Cathartic next turn once we have a slightly better card in hand to get rid of. Or we'll just do it now. Excellent. Once we get rid of the Arclight, we'll have the mana we'll have the resources to be able to punch through and bring it back. All right. All right. Yeah, we'll draw it. Do another thing with it. Oh, I put my land for turn. Wonderful. Well, let's play the Arclight. And that's game. Opponent activates the Heliod. Oh, no other target creature, so Heliod isn't straight broken. However,
your light will cleave the darkness.
Yep, okay. Well, let's see what's on top. That's fine. Hit a 2 life. And we lose. Well, we have our good 2-drop, pair of Stormwings that we can't really cast because we don't have anything cheap enough for it, and this card that I added in because I didn't have Mythics, so we're going to mulligan this hand. There we go. That's a much better hand. Tap on a land, untap on 2. Get rid of all these Phoenix. Draw into cards that help us. And then we're going to lose the mono-white lifelink again. We'll put the tap land and attack for 1. So yeah, we'll need to cut the Seed the Truths since we don't have the Finality and we have no way of buffing the... Wow, we still haven't seen any instant and sorceries to actually make the Arclights work. Okay, well... Lectromancer. See the truth. Oh boy, more Lectromancers. Wow, okay. Can't even activate it yet. Okay, I guess we're just gonna kill them with flyers. What bad card did they play earlier? Put a pulse ballistic counter on each creature. Let's see. Eventually we'll draw something. And if not, our opponent will concede because they're drawing just as poorly as we are. Eventually, we'll draw a hand and have a game where we actually get to do the thing the deck wants to do, as opposed to vaguely letting our opponent do whatever the hell they want to us. Because it really feels like we just sit and watch our opponent play the game, and we hope to draw our combo pieces. Now, if our opponent will connect and join the game, that'd be great. Awesome. All right. Here's going to Cathartic. Get rid of the Arclight and this Thrill. Or I just want to Thrill. I just Thrill to get rid of only the Arclight. That's probably the smarter play. Come on, opponent. That's fine. You can have a bad green creature. Alright, we're almost to the point where we actually do the thing the deck wants to do. Fortunately, we don't have the one drop to make Stormwing good. You could Cathartic to try and hit it. Get rid of the Dreadhorde, which isn't going to do anything. Already played our land for turn, so there's actually nothing we can do here. So we'll just play the 1/1. We'll try and start chipping away our opponent's life total. Give him something to interact with. Next turn, we'll try and draw into all of our spells and put our Arclight into play. Cathartic, getting rid of Arclight and Dreadhorde. Ooze is good. Oh, Scavenging Ooze is fantastic. Oh boy. Well, that Arclight's dead forever. That's just really unfortunate. How will I do this without... Well, they can only get rid of one. So, whatever. Yeah. Get a counter here. Draw 2. Push them to shove. We lose, get to put the 3/3 into play. Yeah. And now both our Phoenixes are dead. Our opponent is real slow. They do not have a sense of urgency at all. You had so many opportunities to do that. Alright, now do it again. Just pre-combat main phase. Do it now. Before you go to combat. If you go to combat and you don't get rid of... and you don't do it, I'm just going to concede out of spite and time saving. Buddy, you have a time limit. That's your play? Questing Beast? Sure. You got it. Not exile my... Okay. You know what? To each their own, I guess. Nope, that card's bad. That card's mediocre. Play a land. Reunion. Already have one in play. We need more spells to cast. Hey, we found more spells to cast. And look, I got an Arclight back because you didn't get rid of it. And I'm dead, but I sent a message. Now, will you hurry up and kill me, or do I need to concede because it's going to take you 5 minutes? It's going to take you 5 minutes. I'm going to concede now. Actually, no. We need to fix the deck. Okay, so these aren't in the deck normally, and this card is underperforming. This card is overperforming. You still need 2 more cards in. I just want cheap things that do the job. I like Pteramander, and I want, I don't know, something that stops my opponent from killing me as much. I want another burn spell. That isn't shock, because we already have 4 shock. This is 2 mana, I don't like it. We have maximized velocity. We do not. Okay. Well. We do not have the red finale. That was in the original list, and we just didn't have the. We didn't have it, so I didn't want to. So I didn't want to spend the wild cards to get it, because I already spent the 4 wild cards to get the 4 Phoenix. All right, temple, land, play guy. It's a hand action might actually get there. It's one of the best hands we've seen all game. Yeah, the whatchamacallem. Yeah, there in the original list there was 2 See the Truth and 2 Finale of Promise, which are a fantastic combination of cards. We just didn't don't have a way of getting rid of this Arclight, so we're getting rid of it. Yeah, so we didn't have a. Hello, Alex. Ah, Angry Dead Boy. Okay. We got Mono Black Devotion, looks like. Or some close approximation of there. Well, let's go Cathartic first. Then we'll play a land. Get rid of the Phoenix and the Lectromancer, because Lectromancer is too slow for my tastes. Okay. We really don't have the means to make anything else work. So we're going to put a temple, set up next turn. Don't want that. Get that out of here. And we'll hit our opponent for 2. Let's begin trading blows. Oh, Grim Tutor. Okay. This lets them exile cards, right? Yeah, up to 2 cards from graveyard. Each gain 1 life for each creature card. Okay. So that is going to be unfortunate with the Arclight. Can we cast 3 spells this turn? Yes, we can. So let's start casting 3 spells. Yeah, I'll take the Blitz. I want to see the Cathartic for the next big thing I see. So we'll start. So yeah, we'll See the Truth and Shock. Grab Stormwind for next turn. Shock for our opponent's face. Phoenix for our opponent's face. Creatures for our opponent's face. And they're dead. We have any number of ways to kill our opponent. Perfect. But that certainly was a opponent that wasn't doing anything. They were very much trying to play their game plan, but their game plan doesn't affect us in any meaningful way in the form of damage, disruption, or anything like that. They're just kind of playing black cards. So not a good test of whether or not the deck can actually function or not. Okay, we have a 1-drop. We got Cathartic Reunion to get rid of our Arclight. We have a Shock to try and help fight for the board. Yeah, we'll try this. Steam Vents on 1 to play our 1-drop. Now we have now our Castle Vantress is online. Shock to begin reducing the cost of it. So our opponent's playing Shrines, which is perfectly fine. Question is, what are we discarding in addition to Cathartic Reunion for our Arclight? Well, we go to combat first every time, so let's do that. And yeah, Arclight Shock. Against Shrines, Shock isn't going to do anything for us. They don't have creatures. Alrighty. Land. We have the 1 red source. That's unfortunate. Yeah. Should have played the Steam Vents. Oh well. Running out there. Crashing for our 2 points of damage. Next turn, hopefully we can combo cast and get our Arclight into play. Yep. All 2 colors they need to be able to play 5-color Sanctum. Play us Mountain. Blue, blue. See the Truth. Well, that is certainly unfortunate. We don't get to do the Arclight this turn. So we'll grab the Thrill of Possibility. And we'll have to wait. So we can turn this part of our hand into 2 more cards. Deafening Clarion. Okay. We could get... Oh, we can't actually get it out of range. So that just happens. Cool. Ooh, more lands. Excellent. So we can enter a castle, or we can thrill. I think I'm going to probably lean towards castle for our end of turn. Lantern, you got it. Shrine of whatever, you got it. And we're going to castle. Wow. Our deck is trying to kill us. Okay. Now we can actually cast spells and progress our board state potentially here. Cathartic, drawing 2. We don't have enough to Stormwing. Actually, we have a land. We don't have the mana for it. It's a Stormwing and cast 2 1-drops. So, what we do then instead? Yeah. We're just going to put the... Oh, gosh, dang it. Okay, well, we hit something we could cast. I was about to be very upset. Yeah, we'll draw that. And we'll put an Arclight into play, and we'll hit our opponent for 3. Blue Sanctum. Now they can start drawing some cards now. Calyx. So they could tuck my Arclight. Yep.
Our world. Return to your place, interloper.
Oh, I have a customer. Okay, we're back. Probably another 2 or 3 games, and then we'll be calling it for a stream. Paradox, more like paradox. Haha. Okay, well, we have a 1-drop, 2-drop, removal, arc light to work towards. Yeah, we'll keep it. Excellent. Two blitzes are going to be really helpful at fighting these foxes, as well as when you exile them, it makes the everything else about it much better for us too. Because when you exile it from the blitz, it then stays gone. It doesn't count towards the arc light, and we'll get rid of one of the blitz. The thrill. Get rid of the thrill. No, our thrills are more draw. We want to get rid of the blitz to fuel our blitz, and then we'll attack for 1 because we're not blocking. Now it's up to 2. So next turn we can like shock and then finish it off. That's 1, 2, then 3. Yeah, so that's 5. Cycle. Put a counter on it. Cool. Now it gets exiled, so that reduces the Zenith Flare count by 1. We got 4 things in the yard, so this is actually going to be able to mutate, not mutate, but adapt pretty soon here. Hard cast the Splendor Mare, okay. Oh, we're going to play this land, and we're going to play this Creature with Haste, and then we're going to Thrill and get rid of a land. Get a counter here. Bunch of useless garbage. Hit our opponent and hope that we can turn this game around. Ah, fight effects. Okay. Well, let's see. How much does that cost to activate? It's 3 mana. We can thrill first. Get rid of the mountain. Okay. Yeah, we'll play land. Modify cost only costs 2, so if we do this, it goes down to being 1. Add a maximize velocity to hand. Go ahead, activate. And we're not attacking, unfortunately. Do we have anything good in our yard yet? We have a arc light. Okay. Granted, we are out of our. Yes, I will block. Where I played your land. That was free for us. No need to keep playing these cards. We're holding them for our inevitable. Oh, they have 8 cycle cards in our graveyard. Besides that, is that the reason they did that? They had the Zenith Flare in hand? Are we just dead? Oh. They don't have the Zenith Flare. Excellent. We have a chance. Alright, let's see if we can combo cast our way to victory. That's not gonna... Actually, that will work. And then we play this said Stormwing, and then we give that Stormwing haste. We can't draw a card, so we can just get rid of that. Give this bad boy haste. And then we will give this thing haste. Discarding this card. No, that's our 3rd spell this turn. Yeah, that's just lethal. GG, nerd. Oh, we're off by 1. Well, if we're dead, we're dead. They need... The only thing that can save them here... Oh, is Zenith Flare. And there it is. As to be expected. I thought I cut the See the Truths. Did I not? Okay, we need to... Well, I'll probably do is just go back to the original list. Oh, I got rid of the Cathartic Reunion. I needed to keep that. Gosh dang it. Okay. I'm going to hold the Opt for when we actually get a creature in play. Opt won't do anything by itself. Can't do anything. Oh, blocked by creature's power. Okay, so it has to be blocked by small things. Okay. Okay. Gives it some stats. Yeah, let's play a second creature. Hope to draw land. If we don't draw land, then we'll begin. Ah, I see. This is where we're at. Okay. Yeah. Cathartic doesn't do enough for us. Land doesn't really open up any new avenues. We'll keep the Cathartic because it's a trigger. So we can block this once. We can block this with one of them. And attacking doesn't do anything for us because they're just going to gain so much life every turn. So we can kill it and we can't kill it at all. The Cathartic Union doesn't actually help us to that means. Yeah, we're just dead. We're just dead 7 ways to Sunday. This game's over. Yeah, now we're actually just lethal. Wonderful. Stop wasting my time. Oh my god, you are the worst kind of human being. Don't waste my time. Alright, 2 lands, Cathartic Union to get rid of both these Arclights, Goblin Electromancer to make it a little bit cheaper. I want the land. Go find some dogs and cats. I guess it's just dogs. Oh well. Yeah, we'll shock ourselves. Play the Gibble Gobble, and then next turn we can cast Thrill, Cathartic, and See the Truth in the same turn after putting both Arclights in the graveyard, and hopefully we kill our opponent in 1 turn. Ah, it's their best impersonation of Winota. No, you attack with the Garrison Cat, sir. If you're already committed to attacking with your Alpine Houndmaster and potentially trading with my Goblin Electromancer, then you also swing with other creatures to ensure that if I'm trading, you get damage in, or that you do as much possible damage to either incentivize me trading or to progress more damage. Yes, Cathartic Reunion. Get rid of both these Arclights. Draw me 3 new magic cards. Alright, let's get rid of this Houndmaster, and let's see what the correct play was. Cool. Correct play was Cathartic Reunion. Let's get 6 power in the air. And we can't swing with the Electromancer. It needs to be able to continue making our spells free. Next turn, we get to Thrill and Cathartic again. Lieutenant, making all the guys big. Oh, just 1 creature. Right. Put in the Ginger Brute. Really? On itself? Okay. Excellent. Okay. Well, we don't even need the lands. We'll Cathartic, get rid of the lands. Bip, bip. Cool. I'm gonna spit a Stormwind. Scry 2. Dungeon Goblin. Leave the Cathartic for next turn. Play his tap land. Get our opponent for 6. Next turn they're dead. Fervent Knight. Interesting inclusion in this Boros cards deck. Actually, this makes sense for Boros cards. This does not make sense for Boros cards. And you're swinging off the team for, what, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 damage? You're tapped out, so I'll just block some of your little ones, take damage and not care. Cool. Land, throw a possibility, get rid of Electromancer. No, they're already dead. Oh, Arclight. Okay, so I want to be able to get my Arclight back. Cool. Now we'll go to combat. Trigger, get my last Arclight back. Well, you do have a Creature of Reach, and you're still dead. All right, let's go look at the Mastery Pass and see where we're at. Cool, we got some orbs. Looks like we've already spent all the orbs we had coming up. Oh, we have 3 orbs. Oh, cool. Let's finish out a tree, shall we? Let's see. Chandra's cool. Well, cool is not a word you'd ever describe. Ooh, discontinuity. That's pretty. Oh, or Massacre Worm. I like Time Stop. So we're going to get ourselves an alternate art time stop. Also Shackle Geist, that looks cool. Oh, and Teferi's Ageless Insight. That's just a cool looking card. We'll finally get that discontinuity. Discontinued. Time Stop. It's Time Stop. This card is called Time Stop. 6 mana Time Stop. Okay. Excellent. Cool. We are almost done with the Cosmetic Pass. Very cool. Oh, wow. It's only 200 gems. No. Not doing it. We got these packs to open. One day we'll have a big pack opening stream, but that's not today. All right, folks. Thank you very much for tuning in. That's going to do it for tonight's stream. We hope you guys had a good time. Enjoy your night. Thanks for tuning in, and stay safe out there.